The first word that comes to my mind is community, for sure. I grew up here. I came here probably weekly throughout my beginning of my childhood. It's a place where everyone can gather, no matter where you're from, who you are, your background. It's somewhere that brings people together, for good and bad, I guess. You come here for doings, you come here for meals, but a lot of people have funerals here, a lot of people have family gatherings and things like that. So yeah, I'd say just overall togetherness and community. That I can remember, probably powwows at 5 years old-ish, maybe. Very early memories here. We did youth group here. I was a part of multiple dance troupes where we'd practice here. Native American church, Lincoln Indian Community Church, we'd come here for dances and things like that. So yeah, most of it revolved around dance and cultural things, but also after-school programs. Came here for youth suicide prevention group a lot during my middle school years. So yeah, those are probably my earliest memories. I feel like it's always been very open. I think some people are very shy around the Indian Center, but also I think there's been prominent people that I've seen my whole life, that have continued to come here, that continue to work hard for the center, and I think they've always made this place a welcoming environment for natives and non-natives alike. And so I'd say that makes me come back here. That makes me want to, bring my children here one day, just like my parents and their parents did. Since I'm so young, there's not a lot of services I can remember that my parents utilized. I know a big one for me was always youth group stuff. We did field trips. We had weekly youth meetings where we, specifically when they had youth suicide prevention, we'd come in and we'd have these open forum talks, and they would bring speakers in, or we would talk about different disparities in our communities and things that led to those issues. And I think that was really helpful. And it also gave kids a place to go that isn't just running around or hanging out at home. I met so many kids from all parts of Nebraska, other tribes, other nations, other ethnicities, and was able to make friends that way. And going on trips, if you showed up to all the meetings and you came to everything, you got to go to the big trip at the end. So it was looking forward to something cool that we could do. But I think that's good for parents too. If parents don't know how to get their kids involved in the community, that was a way that they could be hey, there's that added the village aspect. Everybody got to see each other's parents and learn from adults that aren't just our immediate circle. So I think without those things lately, it is harder for parents to find things for their kids to do. It's harder to get their children involved in dance or their culture if they don't have any programs to send them to. So I think that's a big one for me. More dance troupe stuff. There was some in the past, but a lot of it was more individual people bringing it to the center. I think the center, since they, have a space for powwow and stuff, I think that'd be really beneficial to have somewhere where younger kids, elementary school kids, can start learning. Anyone of all ages can come together. I know we have sewing circle, and I think that would beautifully align with dance education, learning the meaning behind these different dresses and outfits and dance and regalia. I think the educational aspect, but also having members of our community come in and teach, and making a space where people can learn without feeling the pressure. I feel when you learn outside of it or you're having to ask around, it gets really awkward for people. So I think having a community center give them that chance is really important.